Hi class, today I'm going to do my persuasive speech on organ donation. Everyone who drives has been asked the question, do you want to be an organ donor? And as many people have said no, I'm going to provide you with reasons to rethink that answer and say yes. Over the years, with the advancement of medicine, donating your organs has turned from being a scary and unpredictable thing to something everyone should be informed about. I'm going to discuss how organ donation has changed over time, the positive outcomes of donating, and some of the misconceptions people may think about organ donation. I'm going to begin with how organ donating has changed over time. The beginning of organ donation began between 3000 BCE and 2500 BCE. This began in ancient Greece, Egypt, Rome, and the Ottoman Empire, where teeth from corpses were used for transplant. More modern advancements began in times such as the early 20th century, where Alexis Carrel, who founded modern transplant and vascular surgery, performed many transplants between the kidneys of cats. In terms of human transplants, the first recorded kidney transplant was in 1936 by a Russian surgeon who used a kidney that had been deceased for 6 hours, and because of this, the kidney did not function and the patients died within 2 days. Organ donation, as of today, this has been going on since the first living donation in 1954, where one kidney from the one identical twin was transplanted into the other. A statistic provided by the American Transplant Foundation is, more than 123 people in the U.S. are currently on the waiting list for a life-saving organ transplant. Another name is added to the national transplant list every 12 minutes. On average, 21 people die every day from the lack of available organs for transplant. Secondly is the positive outcomes of organ transplants. For the recipient, transplants allow somebody to go on with their everyday life. If the donor is a living donor, the recipient tends to see better results than from a deceased donor. Once decided with the donor, the recipient no longer has to be on the waiting list. For the donor, whether someone is a living or deceased donor, they get the satisfaction of knowing that they are improving someone's life. If someone decides to be a live donor, most of the costs are covered by the recipient's insurance. By donating, you can save more than just one person's life, because more than one organ can be donated, meaning many people can be saved. For the families of a donor, according to the Organization for Transplant Professionals, many studies have reported that family members who felt comfortable with the decision to donate their relatives' organs suffered less from grief. An analysis of data on Israel donor families indicated that organ donation imparted a sense of meaning to an irrational situation and that comfort was derived from the idea that something valuable came out of death. Also, according to a survey done by many colleges in Australia, it was found that although some people disagree with organ donation because of religious beliefs, more people today agree with it. Last but not least, I'm addressing some issues some people may see with organ donations, beginning with health problems. Many people think that if you are a living donor later in life, you will have more health problems. This is false. Once certain organs, such as parts of kidneys, or intestine, liver, pancreas, and lungs are donated, the body compensates for its loss, and if future health problems were an issue, the doctor wouldn't allow you to donate in the first place. A very common belief that I had heard personally is that because someone is an organ donor, they will not try to save you in a bad accident. This is also very false. When in an accident, the medical team treating you is completely different from the transplant team, so until announced dead, nobody will know that you are an organ donor. Another myth relating to this is that medical professionals will proclaim a patient dead before they actually are, where realistically, most doctors tend to run more tests in order to make sure the person is dead, so they know for sure organs can be donated. Lastly, another misconception heard is that because someone isn't in their best health, they cannot donate, which once again is not true. Even if you have a medical condition, this doesn't mean certain organs cannot be used. Some may work, while others don't. As stated from my speech, organ donation has become a very safe and normal procedure that can happen whether the donor is alive or deceased, and because of this, it has brought satisfaction to all people involved in the process. Hopefully, by providing this information about organ donation, some of you that were on the edge about it before realize the amazing effects and positive outcomes that come from organ donation. Thank you for listening. Talk to you guys next time.